with a Grunfeld Slav, and one of the most boring openings in all of chess, Robert.
And he wants that pass pawn.
He does, and he's going to get it.
Uh-oh. Danya, this looks really good for Magnus.
It's the fact that black can't put a rook on b8. This is killer. It's killer because now Magnus is going to grab the b file.
And there's nothing that Vidit can do about it. He grabs the b file, the 6th rank, and pass c pawn. What does exactly does black have in return? Pawns all in light squares.
Ugh. The most debilitating thing, Magnus still has 32 seconds. He has a full complement of half his time. He doesn't need any of it. He's playing instantly. He's playing powerfully. And Robert, we could confuse this for a 5+1 game. Such was the level that Magnus displayed in that endgame. He's the only person in the world who can display such a level playing instantly the entire game.
Vidit does. Wow, if Vidit can get this win, it's back to 3, and Vidit's trying to show him that I can hang with you in bullet chess.
But he's got to continue playing accurately, and Magnus is activating his rook. It's going to get scary, Robert, with the rooks, the piggies coming to the 2nd rank. Magnus is probably going to recover at least 1 pawn, and he's going to have practical drawing chances here. Good ones at that. Vidit holding on. He's playing super accurately to hold on. Magnus could throw in h3, but he's saving that move for a rainy day.
Whoa, Vidit is down.
Oh!
His moves. Oh, he's barely getting his moves off.
Oh my gosh, and that pawn is still stuck. King g2, gotta move. No, he flagged.
He flags. He needed his king over on g2, but Danya, he couldn't move his mouse in time.
Oh man, what a heartbreaker. What a great positional game by Vidit to start that endgame, and then suddenly, snap of a finger. I can't snap, but if I could, I'd make the snapping noise just to symbolize how quickly Magnus is able to turn these endgames around. He plays worse endgames for a win, and he is the only player in the universe who does that with total regularity across all time controls. And what we take for granted so often in Magnus's play is I really like to draw attention to how he plays on both sides of the board. It produces an aesthetic effect even to someone who barely knows the rules of the game. Look at how one move is on the queen side, then the other on the king side, then the other in the center. He uses the board as his canvas to produce beautiful paintings, whether it's bullet or blitz or classical. And look at this checkmate on g4.
That is sick.
Amazing game.
And you were being so descriptive. I felt like I was watching that be painted. And that final move, that final position, it's a photo finish. It's picturesque. It's another win for Magnus Carlsen. Magnus really can be a table base sometimes. Mm-hmm. He just knows when to make a transition. A lot of us, including myself, or especially myself, were suggesting that, no, you can't trade that knight for that bishop, opposite colored bishop. That should be a draw, right? He says, no, I have this scoped out. He gets another win. And Danya, Vidit's still playing really well. It's just not going his way down the final stretch.
I don't mean this in a condescending way at all. Rather, to further our understanding of what makes Magnus brilliant. But I think it's hard to fully grasp the extent of Magnus's knowledge until you face him in, let's say, a bullet match. That's when you realize that the guy makes decisions in a millisecond that you genuinely might not have been able to make in a classical game. And it's all based on just such an almost spiritual feel for the position that's very hard to describe. And, that is why we refer to Magnus as a once in a generation, perhaps once in a lifetime talent. It's that insane feel that almost never lets him down. He takes b2, Magnus takes d5, and again, the clock situation starting to impact the game. Bishop a2, another great move. Knight e5, and white's winning. Rook a7 wins a piece, and Magnus is going to take the last one.
Wow, but c3 is a sudden threat. Doesn't
Knight
go
d4
for it.
Apparently is the only move.
And found?
Knight f5, takes the rook, wins the game, wins the match.